ya kama kwa sababu bwana Ruto na wenzake wamekataa kutii amri na kufuata yale taratibu ambayo tulikubaliana na wao. Tuesday tunarudi uwanjani.
Raila Odinga, we miss that man. He was the voice of the oppressed.
Kila kitu imepanda na wananchi na mapato ya wananchi imebaki yale yale.
But Waswahili husema Mungu haachi mja wake. Now we have another voice, and this time he comes from the slopes of Mount Kenya.
Mr. William, this is the time Kenyans are demanding. You immediately stop living your dream and utopia and face reality and put Wanjiko first.
And he seems even more effective because not even at the height of protests that were led by Raila Odinga did we see an opposition leader give government 7 days.
Within 7 days to address the following urgent issues, failure to which the united government shall call for national mass action.
And in less than 12 hours, the government reacted.
To our viewers, we just reduced the prices of super petrol, which we call premium motor spirit, by another 9 shillings and 37 cents.
It is clear that this government does fear the son of Mau Mau, and they should fear him even more because he has rejected the recent cosmetic fuel reductions. He's saying 9 bob is not enough. Toa yote. Or else, State House. Here we come.
We are ready. We are ready for one. Go!
Let's talk about it. If you love this kind of content, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Now let's get to the video.
You must stop all the meetings, your political meetings that are happening now. Gather and find a solution to the imminent supply chain disruptions in fuel in Kenya and the imminent price disruptions in Kenya.
For the past few weeks, Kenya has been on edge. Ever since the tensions escalated around the Strait of Hormuz, everyone knew one thing, that fuel prices were going to go up. But Kenyans hoped, or at least they asked, can government cushion us this time round?
Kenyans cannot shoulder the fuel price disruptions on their own.
Voices like Dindi Nyoro spoke, and they spoke very, very early.
I want to tell them that the best advice they have had in this quarter of the year is this one. And the sooner they do it, the better. Because Kenyans will force you to receive the 7 shillings fuel levy. Kenyans will force you soon to receive the 8% additional VAT that was introduced.
People like Gachagua want the government to not increase fuel prices.
Please, musiende hiyo direction.
Warning that the government was actually planning to increase the price for fuel with 40 shillings and above.
He wants fuel increase to be up to 40 shillings. And it will happen in the next few weeks.
Then, eventually, it happened.
Price of diesel up by 40 shillings and 30 cents per litre.
The government, under President William Ruto, announced that diesel was going to be added a whole 40 bob, while petrol was to be added 28 shillings.
So after the fuel price hike in Kenya, I literally had to pass by a petrol station in Nairobi and confirm whether it's true, and I just confirmed, as you can see the situation right behind me.
And just like that, life in Kenya became more expensive overnight.
Yani tumerudi COVID times. Fuel prices, they are similar. Petrol na diesel, they are similar. Zimeshapanda.
Naitwa Crispina Nani. Hii ni mhudumu wa Potapota Westlands. But changamoto yenye tunaona hivi sasa, kulingana na mafuta vile imepanda, tunaumia sana.
Transport, food, basically everything.
Mafuta imeongezewa. Sisi tuko na watataka hata waongezee tena unga. Unga iende 200 ipande. Already ni mzigo kwa sababu ulikuwa umejipanga na fare wakati shule itafunguliwa, fare itaongezeka.
Then came the turning point. At a press conference held at the Wiper Democratic Movement Command Center, Rigathi Gachagua and his alternative government, or rather united opposition, dropped a bombshell.
The team leader of this oil scandal is William Ruto, Felix Koskei, and their broad-based expert.
They didn't blame global factors. They blamed corruption. Even more explosive, Gachagua alleged that the president benefits directly from every liter of fuel that is sold.
Kenyans now have to pay for the greed and business of William Ruto
not only on the pump, but across all sectors of the economy. Mr. William Ruto will earn a profit of Kenya shillings 5 per every litre consumed by the people of Kenya.
Then came the ultimatum. 7 days. Fix it or face mass action.
You must immediately direct the Speaker of the National Assembly, your sycophant, to convene a special sitting of Parliament within 7 days to address the following urgent issues, failure to which the United Government shall call for national mass action.
This is where things get crazy. Before 7 days could even begin, the government blinked. During a live interview on JKL, Jeff Koinange Live, a new announcement dropped that fuel prices were going to be reduced slightly.
And then we have also reduced the price of diesel from 206.84 by another 10 shillings to 196.
That was less than 12 hours later.
We've done that is because we have a new legal notice that has just been published in line with His Excellency's directive, the President of the Republic, that VAT on fuel reduces from 13%, where it was left yesterday, which has effectively brought it down to 8%. Yeah.
And we can be honest and give Rigathi Gachagua his flowers. Even Raila Odinga at the peak of his influence never forced such a rapid response. So now Kenyans are asking, does this government fear Rigathi Gachagua more than they even feared Raila Odinga? Because this wasn't normal. This one smelled panic.
Kawa, maandamano inarudi. Mafuta zimepanda.
There's something that is confusing a lot of Kenyans, and I feel like it's up to us to break it down.
Nimesikia Beatrice Maganga akisema kwamba serikali imesikia kilio cha Wakenya na kupunguza bei. Kulikuwa na ongezeko la shilingi 40 kwa mafuta ya diesel. Baada ya Wakenya kupiga nduru, serikali ikasikia kilio cha Mkenya, ikapunguza ongezeko. Lile ongezeko la shilingi 40 likapungua kwa shilingi 10. Lile ongezeko la shilingi 40 likapungua kwa shilingi 10. Mafuta yameongezeka kwa shilingi 30 ama serikali imepunguza bei ya mafuta?
That is still an increase. Yes, and Kenyans are not buying it.
Tuliwaambia wana test the waters bana, wanachukua 40 shillings alafu wanakurudishia 10 shillings and 9 shillings alafu wanakuambia tuambia asante, we've done something, we've considered you very much, we think about you. Mchezo wa tauni bana.
According to Dende Nyoro, the government controls 48% of fuel pricing.
Through my proposals, which are 3, we would reduce pump prices by 27 shillings by tomorrow morning.
Meaning, this is not just a global pressure thing. This is a local decision.
The problem the world is facing and Kenya is facing is not long-term. But there are decisions we would make today that will have long-term ramifications.
And here's what makes it even worse. Kenya has a port, a functional port. 2 of them, Lamu and Mombasa. Countries like Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, they don't have ports. Yet, their fuel is cheaper.
This show, what I'm saying, history will vindicate me. It is a scam. It is a profiteering machine. It is a vehicle of patronage. Why are Kenyans paying more in the pump with this mongrel of G2G? When Uganda without G2G are paying cheaper, Ethiopia without G2G, the Ethiopians are paying cheaper. The people in Rwanda are paying cheaper. In Burundi, they are paying cheaper. All these regional economies have nothing called G2G. Their leaders are not taking money off their citizens' pockets through oil. That is why they are paying cheaper. But here, when Kenyans are crying in the pump, that we can come here to debate an issue where our leaders are taking money directly from Kenyans through G2G, their vehicle, their kiosk, their political vehicles and patronage.
Now, the mood in the country has shifted. This is no longer just a debate. There is also anger involved. And many Kenyans are saying that enough is enough.
Wadau, mafuta imepanda na kila mtu amejaa ngori.
Mimi nawaambia Dede Nyoro akikuja another 2 interviews. Interview 2 mbili. Wacha kusema one time, tutasema hii serikali itolewe kesho.
Calls are even growing to occupy State House, whether Gachagua leads it It's are calling and the people are ready. So here is the reality. This fuel crisis may not just be about fuel. It may be a spark that changes everything. Because when the cost of living becomes unbearable, people don't stay silent. People speak. And how they speak cannot be controlled by the government. Subscribe.